kind of funny and sad, but is this his way of sharing his loneliness without actually coming out and saying something?
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. I mean, he's really good at making these little pieces of furniture. Ooh, where'd the picture come from? Nothing on the shelves. Looks kind of boring. And there's the wishing well he just can't get to because of the bars that has been put up. Oh, the door opened. Great, more stairs. He loves this stair-making tool, that's for sure. Oh, wait a minute, I want to see the pictures. Oh, it's the same picture. I want to get what's on the second floor up there. Oh, yeah, a hallway. Looks like Vegas. Uh-oh, we're back in the grass and stones. And there's nothing
See, like,
here.
this is it, the whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay, so he lives in a prison that he's constructed that looks really nice. I'd put a TV there, but I'm thinking he wants me to put a giant hole in the ground. Let's put a giant hole in the ground. And instead we get a coffee table. And we get the same furniture, so I don't understand the purpose of this. And we get the same lamp. So really the choices aren't... Okay, I get it. Got it. Choices don't really make any difference. I got it.
There's a bit more to this one, but still it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Think so?
So okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Any prison, okay. Okay, I don't get it, but whatever. Okay. I'm usually really good at
And of
these
course,
psychological
now the
things.
table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Okay. I realize I'm supposed to be getting something psychological and emotional out of this. All I'm getting is this guy that is obviously not real happy with his life, from what I can tell. And it's a phone box. Call Superman to turn off that light.
Hello, it's me.
And now we've locked ourselves in the phone. Okay.
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet.
Figured that one out earlier. Rory, you find a phone booth.
To go over everything.
Let's try that. Okay, do I feel any different? A little bored. But I get it. I'm following it. I'm following it.
They say that time's supposed to heal ya, but I ain't done much healing.
Let's say I change. Get him out of his prison that he's built for himself.
Hello, can you hear me?
I like that answer. Enjoy who you are right now, because it won't last.
I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be.
No, first person.
I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet.
Get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. Get out, just talk with me for a minute. Let's try that out. Yep. You talk to someone. Tell them your problems.
There's such a difference between us and a million miles.
It will make sense. Eventually, it'll make sense. Okay.
I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be.
I'm sure he's just waiting for someone to tell him that. Okay, apparently this guy's having
I can
some
see why
serious
he
issues
considers
with
this a
depression.
fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
I get it.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Okay. I have to admit, the landscapes in the game are really
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
There's one door, I guess, and there's this door. Let me guess, I'm in a house cleaning simulator. Somebody spilled soda pop. Clean that up. Can't clean it up. They had a party and didn't clean up after themselves. These are not very nice people. Yes, clean. Clean this place up. It's nasty.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Okay. 2 months. It's very pretty. Then decide whether or not you can do it all night. Please clear the tape. Okay. Tape was cleared. Okay, so I'm in a maid simulator. How'd you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen houses been. Do you like this? Fix that. Okay. That and a tiny couch. Would you straighten the pillows on the sofa out here? Sure, no problem. Nice bathroom. I actually do that when I get depressed. Really. And yeah, even a goofy old fart like me gets depressed every now and then. I go on a cleaning spree. Okay, you wanna... Yeah, sure. Tell me all about these problems you're having. No? Change your mind? I've had so many friends start out conversations like that. I wanted to tell you something. It was so important. What is it? Never mind. Like, bitch.
Clean that up, you idiot! Love you!
Really annoying when they do that. That is a little dirty. Nothing a little scrubbing bubbles won't fix. Look at that. Okay. Nice little maid simulator. But I get it.
After the intense set of prison games,
Wait, what?
this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Okay. ask this one. Darling, whatever work you do, you've absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. Well, that's true. Task at hand and leave the future chores to future.
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Okay. I get it. Kind of repetitive, I guess. Yes, back to that cheesy thought. Huh. Is that why sometimes my house looks a mess and sometimes it's spotless? I guess. Sort of. Anyway, go clean the living room. If you quit messing up these books, I wouldn't have this issue.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Okay.
But, of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well.
Okay.
Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Okay. Oh, I like how the walls just disappeared. But I kind of get what he's saying there, sort of. Or am I reading more into this than there should be? I don't know. Oh, look, the light post. So much for cleaning.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Okay.
This one gets a bit goofy.
A nice movie. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? To get a better job? Make your relationships more meaningful? Well, we have a spray can of stuff that'll help you with that. Workshop's gonna teach me how to be perfect. Okay. Wow, this person is better human than I am. Okay. Nobody. Who do you know that's so good enough to make you feel disgusted with yourself? Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you that person. Perfection is within your grasp. It's that guy with the really big teeth and the great big mouth, and he stands like 6 foot tall.
About
7
halfway
foot tall.
through the game, the perspective shifts.
Sounds like every self-help book I've ever seen. Oh. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort?
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Okay. Kids should not follow their dreams. If it's okay. Well, do you read now? If it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. I still love you. It's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Okay.
You're torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life. You're not doing it right. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. I can't get up there to the person. You understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. Seek out only one thing. What is the easy, simplest path forward? Ooh, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. Oh. I don't get it. There's no truth. There's no path. Just kidding. What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is easiest, do what is simplest, feel what is true. Holy shit, you guys. Something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out. I like that one. Nothing, no one. Nothing, no one.
I felt pretty
try
hard for this
something
one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.